and only dark skin activists. There isn't anybody on YouTube, social media speaks about dark skin. In fact, if you hear anybody talking about dark skin and light skin, they owe Rashida Strober a gratitude of debt because I started it all. I was the first colorism channel, the first person to bring light to the unique situations and struggles that dark skinned people face. I went viral back in 2015 for calling out the rapper Kendrick Lamar's darkism. And after that, people got to know who I was and they started copying. They went to my channel, my website, listened to what I had to say, and then they went back to their channels and they started talking about dark skin, never giving credit to me. So if you hear anybody on YouTube talking about dark skin and light skin, trust and believe they done got it from Rashida Strober or got it from somebody who got it from Rashida Strober. Okay? My website is darkskinactivist.com, darkskinactivist.com. You can go to my website and download a free ebook copy of my book entitled Darkism. My other books include A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge, How to Be the Hottest Dark Skinned Chick on the Planet, Token Dark Girl, The It Dark Girl of the Moment, A Dark Skinned Girl's Triumph, The Rashida Strober Story. And yes, and if you would like to support this channel, make a donation to my Cash App, $rashidalala. Once again, that's $rashidalala. All right, y'all, you are not seeing this screen incorrectly. It is black. Sometimes I go black because I just want to have a black screen to make a statement about being dark. Don't steal my idea because so many of y'all come here, watch what I got to say, and then y'all go back and steal. But you're not the dark skin activist. All right, so I made plenty of videos. I won't say plenty, but I've made several videos about Atlanta Street interviews. Just real quickly to give you the backstory. I have been watching homeless channels way before Atlanta Street interviews came about. There's a white guy who has a homeless channel that's been going for a long time. That's the channel that I usually watch and, listen to people's stories. The reason why I follow the homeless channels, and some of the homeless channels rather, is because I myself was homeless and I pulled myself out of there through working hard and being respectful and doing what I needed to do. And so I watch the stories of homeless people on these channels, and I donate sometimes. So that's the backstory. One day Marcus's channel ran across my feed as a suggestion because I had already been watching homeless channels, and he ran across and I watched his, and then I subscribed. All right. This was about maybe 2 years ago when he actually first started the channel. So I got a gripe and I got a complaint. Now, y'all know I've been on here defending dark-skinned women for years against darkism, and I'm going to keep doing that, but I'm also going to say when we wrong. All right. Recently, there was an interview of a 41-year-old dark-skinned woman that Marcus had in his Jeep. And clicked on the video, watched the video, and this dark-skinned woman is being so rude and yelling and disrespectful. Now here you have a black man that's helping you. He's giving you an interview. He's giving you access to all of his subscribers. And you get in his car and you yell and scream at him, and you're very rude and disrespectful. I've gotten to the point, y'all, to be honest, and I used to donate to people on the channel all the time, so where I do not donate as much. I'm not as quick to donate to the people on Atlanta Street interviews anymore because, there's some things going on there with some of them people that be coming on there. They be scamming. Some of them are very rude and nasty. Like when I saw that woman yell and scream at Marcus, first of all, Marcus is better than me because I would have gotten her out of my car. She would have had to get away from me. I would not tolerate that. Okay. And one thing about me, I'm a very compassionate person. And I do understand that there's a lot of mental illness going on in the black community. And I've helped people with mental illness. But you cannot sacrifice yourself at the expense of some of these people that are mentally ill and they're in denial about it. They don't want help. You can bend over backwards to try to help them, get them treatments, get them shelter, and some of them will still curse you out. They'll just be nasty, and they want to try to blame it on the mental illness. Yes, that's a part of it, but that's just their nasty disposition. Because there are some people that have mental illness that are nice. They don't curse people out and get violent, yet they still have a mental illness. So everything cannot be blamed on the mental illness. And, you know, I wanted to feel bad for this woman, but and the fact that she, you know, appears to me to have a mental illness, and that I know she need help. But you cannot help somebody that's behaving in such a manner that's so disrespectful to you, where they're yelling and screaming at you. It's only so much you could do for that person if they're going to sit there and be disrespectful. And that's what this woman was doing. She was sitting in this man car, this man Jeep. He didn't have to put her in there. He didn't have to ride her around and listen to her story. He didn't have to do none of that. I mean, she sit there and she just starts yelling and screaming and going off on him. And I'm like, you know what you're doing. Some of these mentally ill people, yeah, they have a mental illness, but they know what they're doing. Y'all, they know what they're doing. Okay? They can, you know, I know that they know what they're doing. Because like I said, I dealt with people with mental illness, different forms of mental illnesses. And some of them know exactly what they're doing, but they use their mental illness and their problems as a crutch. They use their problems as a way to take out their madness on people that haven't did anything to them. And I'm just like, look at this woman just yelling. I mean, she was like belligerent, yelling and screaming at him. I'm like, dang, how does Marcus deal with that? You know? So, excuse me. I looked at that and I was just like, I can't do it. I can't do it. I have a heart to help people, but when it turns to a point where it's so disrespectful, to where they're all up in your face and they want to blame you and take out their madness on you for what they're going through, even though you're trying to help them, and they sit there and they turn on you. You know, Marcus, my whole thing is, I think Marcus should really start to be careful about putting these people in his car and going to, sometimes he goes to, you know, oh, excuse me, y'all, I'm like yawning. Sometimes, from my understanding, he's invited people, some of these people, like Josiah's, he invited to his house. And he, you know, helped Josiah's out a lot. A lot. But the thing is, this man needs to be careful, because the way that woman was behaving in his car, she was yelling, she was putting her hands all up in his face. And, you know, it's dangerous. Like, it's dangerous, especially him being a male dealing with females. The woman was clearly volatile, and, you know, it's just like, what in the world is this? And it's plenty of homeless people that can be interviewed. It's so many homeless people out there. I mean, he can find interviews and deal with people that are less threatening, because that type of behavior to me is threatening. If you getting all up in somebody's face and the person hasn't done anything to you, I'm gonna get off here because I keep on yawning, but I got to get this point out. If the person hasn't done anything to you to warrant that, and you just yelling and screaming at them and pointing your hands all in their face, and that's crazy. Like, it's not worth it. You can help the person from a distance. Because if that was me, I would, if she started yelling and screaming at me like that, I would have politely dropped her back off where she was at. Maybe gave her a couple of dollars, and that's it. I'm done. Because I would not tolerate that type of foolishness. Okay? So, yeah, you know, I can't sit up here and defend all of the behavior of dark-skinned women. And I've told y'all that before. Just because somebody dark skinned, a female dark skinned, and I am the dark skinned activist. Just because you're dark skinned, that doesn't automatically qualify you, or say that you are a great person. You ain't did nothing wrong to nobody. That's not what I'm saying. I can't defend every dark skinned woman's behavior. And y'all don't believe me? Go to his channel. Y'all gonna see. Hey, AC Walker, go to Atlanta Street Interviews channel, and y'all gonna see in the video of him with this dark-skinned homeless woman riding in his Jeep. She's 41 years old, and she was so rude and yelling. Marcus, you do not have to put up with these rude, nasty people and their attitudes. You don't owe them anything. Like, you're not obligated. I mean, they're not obligated to interview with you, and you're not obligated to interview them. Like, there's no reason for them to be behaving that way. Like, what the hell? She could have, if she wanted, do the interview, or she had going through whatever, she didn't have to get in there and do it. That man ain't forcing nobody. That man is not forcing these people to interview. They're doing it because they want to. They're doing it. They could say no. They could walk away. But it's just crazy how you would just be that rude and disrespectful to someone that actually is trying to help you. It's very obvious that Marcus, people could say what they want to say about Marcus. And I know some of y'all don't like the line of questioning. Okay, fine. But he is actually helping people, and they should not be sitting up here disrespecting that man. If they don't want it, if they don't like the interview, they really don't want to, they don't interview. Nobody forces you to do anything. Like, it's crazy. But yeah, so I don't know. I feel bad about it, but it's like, wow. You just don't know. You just don't know people. And that's the dangerous part. Marcus loved to put these people in his Jeep and, allow these people, like, to come close to him, and you just don't know. I wouldn't do it. Like, I'm always going to help people, but I'm not finna be putting nobody in my car and bringing them to my house. I'm not. I will help you look for a place. I will even help to raise some money to help you. But as far as bringing that type of foolishness into my home and into my space, I'm not. I don't think it's worth it. That is not worth it. But that's what I wanted to say. I just wanted to make that comment, this video about this woman, because y'all go over there and watch that video. You'll see what I'm talking about. That lady was so damn rude to Marcus. I could not even believe what I was hearing. And she cannot blame it all on the so-called mental illness. You know what you're doing. You know exactly what you're doing, and it's wrong. It's dead wrong. In fact, she should apologize to Marcus, to tell that man she's sorry for sitting up there yelling and screaming at him. It's like insane. Anyway, darkskinactivist.com, darkskinactivist.com. And I want to thank y'all for listening. Also make a donation. The Cash App is $RASHIDA'S, $RASHIDA'S. Thank y'all for listening, and y'all have a wonderful evening.